Hello everybody, and if you can't tell from the smile on my face, I'm very happy that I get to review this album. This album is amazing in every way, and I put a little more time into this review because I felt bad for the last one, for the one on Friday, because I was very tired that day, and I'm still kind of tired now. I've had to do a lot with this channel, setting it up and stuff. Things should mellow out a little bit. The night I recorded that, I set up the Twitter, the Instagram, the channel. I set up a lot of stuff on the channel, got all the playlists organized. There was a lot to fucking do. But now that that's all done, we can mellow out, go on the steady pace of uploads, um, and just get done. All right. So let's get into the album Screaming Bloody Murder by Sum 41, which is a fucking amazing album. I love this album to death. Just to show you how much I love it, I have 5 ratings that are 9 or higher. um, and the other ones aren't really that low either. So why don't we get right into this? We're going to start with the lead-off track, which is Reason to Believe, not the self-titled track, which I would think would be the first one, but Reason to Believe is the first one. And I really like the beginning of the song. It's very heavy sounding at the start before kind of mellowing out into that standard Sum 41 sound, which is very good. We're going to give this track a 7 out of 10. Leading off to the self-titled track, Screaming Bloody Murder, which I'm giving a 9 out of 10 to. The vocals at the start are really, really good, and that's something you're going to be hearing me say a lot. Derek does an amazing job with his vocals, and he's super talented. He also plays guitar on most of these songs and does the piano on the track Crash, which we'll get into later. But for Screaming Bloody Murder, we're giving it a 9 out of 10. The vocals are really good. The song is very catchy. The song after it, Scumfuck, also 9 out of 10, fits into the same category. Derek's vocals are really good. The start has a nice starting beat to it, which continues throughout the whole track, which is very, very good. We're giving that one also a 9 out of 10. The next one is Time For You To Go, which is a 7 out of 10. It was kind of a standard track. Maybe I was a little generous in the rating, maybe a 6.5, but the beat throughout it felt good. It didn't deliver, but compared to the other tracks in this album, it wasn't as good. But I'm gonna stick with 7 out of 10. That is for Time For You To Go, 7 out of 10. Now, one of my personal favorites, which should be one of the songs you hear playing, possibly, depending on what I go with, because there's so many choices in this album, is Jessica Kill, which I'm going 9.5 out of 10 with. I was so close to giving this a 10, but near the end of the song, it starts to slow down a little bit, which I didn't like, which is the only reason why I'm not giving this song a 10. And the vocals are really good. There's a good solo throughout the middle towards the end. The vocals at the end aren't as good, but they're still fantastic in every way. The solo, which is the guitar and the drums just being showcased completely and amazingly near the end of this track. 9.5 out of 10. What am I to say? Probably one of my lesser favorites on this album, which is 6.5 out of 10. Probably one of my least favorites on the album, despite the fact that I still really like the song. So that's something you can pick up from this album, is that even my least favorite songs in the album are still pretty good. Not much to say about this. It was kind of a slower sounding song in my opinion. It slowed things down, which is what you need to do after having all the songs near the beginning kind of fast-paced, heavy sounding. You needed a slow down song, and that was the slow down song. Next is my least favorite on the track, which is Holy Image of Lies, which I'm giving a 5.5 out of 10. And on my notes here, I said it feels rushed and slowed down at the same time. Now, I know that's a little weird, but that's how I felt with this track. I feel like they were trying to rush through it, but at the same time, it felt slow. Like they were trying to rush through it, but it wasn't working, and I was stuck listening to this track for like 7 minutes, even though it's only like a 4-minute track. So 5.5 out of 10 for that one. The next one is Sick of Everyone, which is 8 out of 10. The first minute of this song is probably my favorite part of the album. The starting beat for the song that kind of goes into a fast-sounding, heavy-sounding beat to more of a kind of, I wouldn't say goofy, but I got a very clownish vibe off of it, to say the least. And then the vocals come in, and they're very, very good. Sick of Everyone, 8 out of 10. I was tempted to go with higher, but I didn't want to have too many 9s. Next up is Happiness Machine, which I'm giving a 10 out of 10 to. The only other song that has received a 10 out of... Well, there's 2. Only one other song has received a 10 out of 10. No, why did I just say that? I just said there was 2. There's 2 other songs besides this one that have received a 10 out of 10 rating, and those songs are Dark on Me by Starset and I Hate Everything About You by 3 Days Grace. And along with Happiness Machine, This has a very good starting beat. Like just like Sick of Everyone, it kind of starts the same way, with the guitar riffs kind of not being muffled, but being echoed. I don't know what that effect would be called because I'm not a music expert. I'm 16. But I really like this track. I'm going 10 out of 10. Now, Crash. I'm very tempted to play this one over the video because I really liked it, but I feel like I need faster paced tracks, so I probably won't play it. But I highly encourage you to check out Crash. If you're into like a solo kind of song, or if you know the song Piano Man by Billy Joel Armstrong, you will like this song if you like that song. They sound kind of similar, and that was immediately the vibe I was picking up. Derek does a fantastic job on the piano, so while doing an even fancier job on the vocals, and it's really good. I don't really like that many slow songs, but the ones that I do like, I fucking love. Like, for example, Last to Know by 3 Days Grace is another good one, but Crash definitely is a standout track on this album. Next up, you have Blood in My Eyes, which I gave a 6 out of 10 to. The track felt kind of generic with the lyrics. That's the reason why the rating's so low. He can't see because he's so angry, and he's angry because he has blood in his eyes. And he can't see because he has blood in his eyes. He has blood in his eyes because he's angry, and he can't see. Like, yes, I get the concept, and I didn't really. So 6 out of 10. Baby You Don't Want to Know is, I was a little mean to this one. I gave it a 4 out of 10. Maybe we can pull that up to like a 5.5. It wasn't that bad of a track, but it wasn't something that I was looking forward to hearing. When I'm on the randomizer and I'm in this playlist, and if I hit random and I have that song, I just want to skip it. But I want to give it a second chance because the rest of this album's so good. I didn't really like this song all that much, so we'll go 5 out of 10. We'll go with that. Back Where I Belong's also 5 out of 10. Doesn't do a great job as an album closer. I don't really count Exit's song as a song. I gave that a 7 out of 10. But Back Where I Belong is like the album closer for me, and I feel like Crash should have been the album closer. Maybe because let me get into Exit's song, I'm sorry, but there's not a whole lot I have to say about Back Where I Belong. It's just a decent song. Exit's song is very, like, not depressing, but very slow sounding. The beat is kind of like, it would go well with some like deep lyrics, depressing deep lyrics. And it's not a good way to end the album in my opinion. Well, maybe the second half of the album's kind of slowed down compared to the first half, but the first half is the memorable part of the album. So maybe you could branch out those songs a little more instead of having them all kind of bundled up near the top of the album, which isn't a bad idea because when people are listening to albums, they maybe only go to like songs 6 or 5, and if there's not at least like 2 or 3 good songs in there, they won't listen to the rest of the album because it won't be their taste. So I don't feel like Exit Song was a bad way to close the album, which is why I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. But I don't feel like it was a fantastic way. My overall rating for this album is 8.5 out of 10, which is I think it's the highest rating I've given to any particular album. Highlights from the album: the first 40-ish seconds of Sick of Everyone was really good. The vocals in Piano and Crash, the vocals in Scumfuck, the guitar work in Scumfuck, this guitar work in Happiness Machine, and basically the entire album's a highlight. I really enjoyed this album. So, like I said, the overall rating is 8.5. Now, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe for more content. Twitter, Instagram, links in the description. Please go check those out. You will be getting constant updates and hints on what I'm reviewing next. Leave in the comments what you want me to review next, and I will be sure to get on that for you. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Peace out, everybody. Really enjoyed filming this one.